Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode. Um, it pains me that I have to do this, but sometimes you have to do things whether it pains you or not. Um, there's a lot of things going on in Israel that's not right. Somebody the other day said that this generation probably is going to die off before Christ comes back. I didn't really agree with the statement 100% because we can't call the Most High's hand, but the reason why they said that was because there's so much evil in this generation of Israelites. I'm talking about awoken Israelites. They were speaking about. There was like there's so much evil in this awoken generation of Israelites with all the backbiting, bickering, slander, etc. That the person just felt like, the Most High probably will save maybe the next generation. I hope not, because every day here in this captivity in America is vexing. As it is written, like Job, I'm vexed with the conversation of the wicked when I hear it. Vexes my spirit. So I wish the Most High would come and bring down this kingdom now and restore the kingdom. So I understood the spirit that they were coming in, but we can't call the Most High's hand. But I have to admit, as I look around the landscape, I have to admit that Israel is in bad shape. Bad shape. We say that we believe in the Bible, we say we believe in the commandments, but then when it comes time to apply the basic commandments, which is what Yahweh Shai told the Pharisees, they swallow a camel but strain at a gnat. When it comes to keeping the most basic principles of the commandments, we can't keep them. And one of the commandments that is constantly violated is thou shalt not bear false witness. That is constantly violated. You have Israelites that will go on social media, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Instagram, and will make statements about other Israelites without verifying or fact checking what it is that they are disseminating to people. And then you have the simple amongst Israel that will go and hit the like button and even comment and agree with what was posted when in fact what was posted was a lie to begin with. So I want to address the GMS camp, right? Listen to me. I'm going to say this. I said it on the other video. I'm going to start off by saying this, right? You guys can make 1,000 videos. Better yet, you can make 5. I don't give a shit. Okay? I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm justified in saying what I'm going to say because what I'm going to say is going to be 100% the truth. Okay? For many years, I have endured slander from GMS. They have lied on me on many occasions, and I have said nothing. So much so to the point where you had different GMS camps making videos and saying, I'm an honorable brother. Okay. And if you don't believe me, I can get those videos too. They have said I'm an honorable brother because they know sometimes Tahar be slandering me and I don't say nothing. So they made videos giving me props for that shit. That's how humble I've been. Tahar was saying that we don't go to camp. That's funny because um, there's a camp right across the street from us. We see each other every week for years. Hmm? Not only that, you have many different brothers from different camps that live in the Bronx that have to come and catch the train because we teach right by the train station on 149th and 3rd in the Bronx. And you have other members from other camps that will come and stop by our camp and visit us before they go to camp. So everybody in Israel knows Lions of Israel have always been in the streets. Always. Tahar was making videos over and over saying that we weren't going to camp, right? Then you would have members of GMS that would come in my inbox and ask me for information historically, and I'd give it to them. But I would say to them in jest, hey, I'm surprised you're talking to me because, Tahar be cursing me out, whatever, whatever. You know what the members of GMS were saying? I'm not blowing nobody up. I'm not blowing nobody up. It's all good. As long as the Most High knows, it's all good. That's going to stay between me and them. They would say to me, yeah, brother, we know you go out to camp. We know. We know, we see your videos. We looked them up. We see your videos. We see y'all out there. This is what GMS members would say while their elder was making videos. Well, I should say elders were making videos saying that we were in a camp. And I told everybody in my camp, because everybody in my camp was mad about it. And I told them, nah, Tahar is an elder. I've always suffered wrongfully when he relied on me. He know it too. He had to come back later on and say, you know what, if something I said was wrong, I apologize, because he found out he was wrong. Then he was running around for years saying that we teach Cornelius is an Edomite, which we do not haven't taught in over now just about a decade. And he was making videos saying that. And I would talk to members from GMS about that. And they would say, we know you don't teach that. They would say that to me. So I said, why don't you tell that? Why don't you tell your leaders? And some of them would be like, well, we told them. I don't know if they told them or not. Maybe they were just trying to appease me. I said, why don't you tell them that? How you know that and your leaders don't know that? Why don't you tell them? Well, and I know what it is. You don't want to get cursed out. So you know what it is? You just leave me there for him to do that. And I let that slide too. Didn't say nothing. They know it. Tell me I'm lying, Tahar. You're gonna see this. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying that on numerous occasions you've come back and said, you know what, you might have misspoke. You know that. And I never said nothing. Never said nothing. Probably wouldn't have said nothing about the latest thing that you did until one of your camp members came and got out of order on my comment board. So now I'm going to talk. So a member of GMS Chicago came on my comment board of the latest video I put on Maccabees TV and told me if Beloya was alive, he would have smacked me shit out of me, he said, or in my face, whatever he said. Let me explain something to you. There is no man in Israel that's going to smack me. I'm going to say that again. There's no man in Israel that's going to smack me that I will not smack you right the hell back. Let's be clear. Let's be very clear. Okay? Let's be real clear. But I'm not carnal. I want to just be clear about that. All right? Beloya was my brother. Okay? You didn't know Beloya. I lived with Beloya until the day he died. Let me give you, brothers and sisters, a little bit of history about Beloya. I've said it before, but it's been a long time. Some of you brothers are so new to the truth, you didn't even know this. So let me take you back in time. In 2010 and 11, when Beloya was still alive, Tahar was cursing us out back then, me and Beloya. And back then, he was saying, we don't go to camp. He was saying that back then. Now, let me make a segue. I come from an era in Israel where there were no cameras. You just went out and you taught. The reason why a lot of camps started having cameras was before YouTube. The reason why a lot of camps started having cameras was because a lot of times people would come up and start ruckuses or fights or whatever like that. And when the police would come, brothers would get arrested and charged because it was their word against us. And we're the Israelites. People hate us. So we're wrong every time. So a lot of camps started getting cameras for protection. This is prior to YouTube. Now I'm giving y'all some history. Then when YouTube came about, you started having brothers that started uploading videos to YouTube, but not every camp was up on it. Now YouTube has blossomed into today what you have, where you have people uploading videos, but I don't come from that era. I don't come from an era where if you don't put a video on YouTube, that means you're not in the streets. I'm in the streets. Everybody in Israel knows we're in the streets. Everybody knows that and always have been. Everybody knew that except y'all. So back to my story. So they were making videos against us in 2010 and 11. What a lot of y'all don't know is that prior to Beloya passing away, he was in and out the hospital. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Why? Because his blood circulation was bad. He had poor circulation to his blood, right? So he would wind up getting sick, getting weak, whatever like that. They'd put him in a hospital and prescribe him all types of meds. You open up the cabinet in his house, there's like 20 different pills there. It was actually sad. It was almost, almost bring a tear to your eye to know that your brother's taking that many meds, right? So it was to a point where he couldn't really do shows like he used to. He used to stay home and do shows because he couldn't really exert himself and go out in the streets. He'd be weak. You know what I'm saying? He'd be many times he's gone out and he'd call me and he'd be in the emergency room And I'd be like, what's up, brother? He was like, I was outside. I felt weak. I checked myself into the hospital. Y'all don't know how many times that happened. Y'all don't know the story. So the brother was making videos from the crib. The rest of us were going to camp. The rest of us were going to camp. Okay. Fast forward. The last conversation, this is for you, Tahar. This is especially for you. You take it how you take it, but I'm telling the truth in front of the Most High and his son and everybody else. I'm telling the truth. Listen good. The last conversation Beloy and I had was about you. Did you know that? I've said it before, but maybe you didn't hear it. I'm telling you now. The last conversation I had with Bun Lawyer was about you. Let me explain. See, you were making videos against us, right? Okay. Bun Lawyer came out of his room the night that he passed away. He came out of his room and he and I were talking, and the man was practically in tears. He had just had a surgery to have, I think it was a defibrillator or whatever the shit was, whatever they call those things. He had, yeah, I think it was a defibrillator, thing that shocks your heart back if you have a heart attack. He had just had a surgery to have. That's how bad he got. How many of y'all knew that? He just had surgery to have a defibrillator placed in his heart because the doctors felt like he could have a heart attack at any moment. And I went to his, I actually was in the process of moving out because I really didn't want to live there with Bun no more for other reasons. It's my brother to a lifetime, but me and him used to bump heads sometimes. That's another, you know, but he didn't want me to leave. So even though I had my own place, he'd want me to stay with him because he wanted me to stay with him. You know what I'm saying? And my heart as a brother, no matter if I wanted to be, on my own, my crib, maybe bring my rib over, whatever, I would put all that aside to be by the brother's side. And the night he passed away, he brought me over his house, and I was in the living room, and he came out of his room, and he said to me, and the members of my camp, they know this because I told them, and I've said the story before on YouTube, but anyway, he said to me, he's like, yo, Dan, he's practically in tears. He's like, yo, I just want to get better so that I could teach. I want to get back better so I can get out there with you guys. That's what he said. And I'm like, nah, brother, just focus on your health right now. Just, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing good. Like, you're in and out the hospital. Just focus on your health right now. I said, myself and the other elder in my camp at the time, I said, we'll hold everything down. Because we was holding everything down in the camp anyway. A lot of y'all don't know that. Beloy was just the face of Lions of Israel. The day-to-day operations of what went on in the rest of the camp, that was me and the other elder. I won't put his name in right now. That was me and him. We was controlling and running everything and set up. We was doing everything. Beloy was just doing the shows. That was it. He said, I want to get back out there with you, brothers. We said, don't worry about it. We got this covered. We out there. That's all that matters. Everybody knows we're out there because everybody knew that you guys were making videos, and it was like a running joke. Like, damn, these guys is out there cursing you out. We all would laugh it off. Like, yeah, we know we out there. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then lawyers looked at me and said, yeah, man, but Tahar and them keep making videos about me, Dan. I can't take it. He said, my heart can't take it right now. Every time I turn on YouTube, man, I see a video with my name in it. That's what he said. That's what he said. You didn't even know what was going on with the brother, and probably didn't give a shit, and probably now don't give a shit, and probably is gonna say something negative. But that's how he felt. He was like, "Yo, I'm barely functioning right now, and every time I come that shit, you know what I'm saying? My heart starts racing when I see my name in the video because I don't know what you said about me. You see what I'm saying? That's what he said. I told the brother, don't worry about it. Because see, even though he was that sick where he couldn't do nothing, he couldn't even do shows no more because if he exerted himself, that defibrillator might go off. I'm dead serious. The brother was in and out the hospital that much. It was that bad. And we didn't even want him exerting himself. And what it is that the brother would sit home and watch videos of other camps. That would keep him going. That would keep him in the spirit. And he liked watching you, Tahar. He liked watching you. But he didn't want to watch you because he was always afraid that every time he turned around, you would mention his name in one of your videos and curse him out. And the thing was, it's like, why wouldn't you check on a brother? Why wouldn't you check on a brother to see what was going on before you go on the internet and just act like a brother's just not going out in the streets for nothing? And at the time, you didn't even know whether he was going out or not, just because we weren't putting videos online. We don't come from that era. I get it. We're in a new era now. It's good to put videos up for people to be edified. I get it. I get it. But you didn't know. And it was false witness because even though he wasn't going out, we were. And we have always been. And then when he passed away, you stopped saying that for a while. Then you brought it back and started saying it about me and my camp. Meanwhile, we're all standing on the corner of 149th every week. You down on 34th Street, which is only a couple stops away. If you really wanted to know, all you had to do, like every other camp, was come by. To be sure, before you go to the internet. But you don't believe in that. You don't believe in that. You believe in turning on your computer and just ranting, and that's it. Don't give a shit what you say, whether it's right, whether it's wrong. So I bring all that up to say to the dude from Chicago that said the man would have slapped me. You don't know that brother. That brother was tired of being cursed out falsely too. That's what you don't know. He probably wasn't even in Israel when all of this was going on. Because a lot of you niggas is new niggas. This slander has to stop, man. It has to stop. I mean, it's not going to stop because I know you guys are going to do 1,000 videos and justify yourselves in why you make videos without checking your facts first. Because you don't give a shit. I gotta call it like I say, and I stand on my words. And I will. And listen, if you ask me, if I see you, if we ever run into each other, I'm gonna tell you the same thing. You know why? Because I've been humble, so I have a right to say what I'm saying because I've been humble, and you know it. And you know it. I've given you so much praise and props when nobody else did. Nobody else did. Tell me I'm lying. And every time I turn around, you doing and saying something, I have to ask myself, I'm like, all the brother had to do, the same way you popped up on my comments and said something, all you had to do was just check in. Hey, bro, I heard this. Is this what happened? Is this what was said? Or what was the context? That's all you had to do. All right. I'm going to leave that alone for now. Now let's get to what's going on right now in YouTube. So I did this video recently with Arad Karab, as he was known at One West. He goes by the name of Karab now. By the way, you guys are so petty, and now you're running around saying, I used to go by Priest Daniel, and now I'm just Priest Dan. No, man. It's just like, y'all, come on. Are y'all brothers really that petty? Really? Are you that petty? When Mashal was around, what was the nickname y'all called? Y'all called him Mo, right? Mo is short for Moses, because the word Mashal in Hebrew is Moses. So instead of saying out his whole name, you just be like Mo. That's what you used to say. Right or wrong? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. In a world, somebody's name is Andre, you say Dre. So my name is Danielle, I say Dan. That doesn't mean I changed my name. You guys are so petty, you saying that. And I'm like, huh? Now I changed my name to Priest Dan. What was that? If I say Priest Dan in the video, it's just a shortening of my name. That's all. You guys were that petty that you said that. I'm like, you got to be kidding. You got to be kidding me. Anyway, so I interviewed the brother Karab, right? And the brother's allowed to change his name. If he was Arad Karab and now he just wants to be known as Karab, that's his prerogative. It's his name. Anyway, I interviewed this brother, right? And in the context of me interviewing this brother, we're talking about, for those of you that don't know Karab, right? Karab in the old One West, he wrote a book about Rastafarianism, which is still circulating to this day. I have a copy. He doesn't even have a copy of this book. I'm supposed to be giving him a copy. He wrote a book about Rastafarianism because before he came into the truth, he was a Rastafarian. And so in this video, Karab basically in the Hebrew language explains to you that at one time he was a Rasta and he was calling on the name of Selassie, but then he came into the truth and he found out Yahweh was the God of Israel and that's who he's calling on. What happened in this video is that Gabar took a small snippet of the video. I'm going to play you the entire context. And when you watch this video, watch how he stops the video before Karab is finished talking. Let me say that again. When you watch the video, watch how he stops the video before Karab was finished talking. He explained further what he was saying. And they didn't play that. That's called false witness. Now, I just did a video a few minutes ago, right? I want y'all to see the comments here. I told everybody that I was going to do a video. I did this on Maccabees, and I told everybody I was going to do a video addressing this stuff, right? I want you to see just two of the comments that came in right away, just to show you that listen. This is from one brother. He said, I didn't like what they did at all. All the elder in your video, when he was speaking in the Hebrew about, was saying is that he was into Rastafarianism, worshiping Haile Selassie. That's what he was saying in Hebrew. He was like, he was calling on the name Haile Selassie. That's why he used the word Quara'ah. He was calling on the name Haile Selassie, and that's why they stopped the video. But if they kept playing it, they would have heard him say, but then he found out Yahweh was the God of Israel. That's what he said. I'm going to play it for you. Worshiping Haile Selassie before he came into the truth, and they just took the part where he said Haile Selassie and ran with it. Yup, they stopped the video right there and just started talking shit, and that is evil. And said the brother went backwards into idol worship. That's very messed up for them cats to do that. They always looking to cause strife. So the people knew what everybody that watched the video outside of them understood exactly what he was saying. Everybody. Come on, man. I'm going to stand there and let the man call on Selassie, and I'm just going to be standing there smiling? You're crazy, man, because that's slander against me now. Come on, man. Next comment. Khan, this was definitely on my spirit. Just had to respond to a brother about what the elder said. And the brother to make a video without doing due diligence shows his lack of wisdom, because it was clear what the elder said. Because everybody kept watching. They froze the video at a certain point, but everybody else kept watching and got the context of what he was saying. Now, I'm going to play the video for y'all, and I want you to pay attention. Listen, watch. I'm starting at 1833. Listen.
And therein the Most High Gadal Naya, I Wadanya Kwatan Balashawan.
Right. And you know what? I'm glad you did that. Because I hear people say all the time, hey, nobody can speak in full sentences in Lashawan Kodash. Nobody can speak full sentences in Hebrew. You don't know this brother, man. This brother will hold a whole conversation. And sometimes you're going to be like, all right, brother, you know what I'm saying? I got about 80% of that. What's the rest? But that's a gift.
Well, that was just saying, the Most High grew me.
Right, of course.
The word Gadal not only means great, it also means to grow.
Right, correct.
Mannaira nya bakwash alahayom. Wanya kora alahayom. Haile Selassie.
Did you hear that? He said, Kwara'a alahayim Haile Selassie. He was saying, and this is where Gabar stopped it. And notice he didn't break down what he said. He said, Kwara'a alahayim Haile Selassie. He was telling you that before he came to the truth, I'm paraphrasing, he was calling the powers or the Most High and his son, Selassie, Rastafari. That is what he's saying. And that's not where the conversation stopped. He kept going. Pay attention. Let's start it again. This is evil. That's evil what they did. Pay attention. Watch.
Saranya Ra Ashman Barashia. In other words, I started from the book in the beginning. From Genesis.
Let me move it up. I went too far back.
This brother will hold a whole conversation. And sometimes you're going to be like, all right, brother, you know what I'm saying? I got about 80% of that. What's the rest? But that's a gift.
Well, that was just saying, the Most High grew me.
Right, of course.
The word Gadal not only means great, it also means to grow.
Right, correct.
Wanya na ira, manna ira nya bakwash alahayom, wanya kora alahayom, Haile Selassie, Rasta, wala ayana na ham Yahweh alahaya yasorala, wa Yahweh Rayaka Arakakwath Naya Al Darakwa. See?
So now, why did they play the rest of that and translate that? Huh? What he's telling you is that in the beginning, when he didn't know better, he was calling on the name of Selassie, but then he found out that the Most High Yahweh is Alahaya now, which is our power. That's what he said. Let's go back a little bit more. Let's do it again. Come on, what do we, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We got to stop this bullshit, man. For real. That's evil.
Right, correct.
Wanya na ira, manna ira nya bakwash alahayom, wanya kora alahayom, Haile Selassie.
So I called the Most High Haile Selassie. Come on.
Rasta.
And he called the Most High Rasta. That was before he came into the truth. Come on. But then he found out the Most High is the power of Israel. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's the context. That's the context. And everybody knew it. Everybody knows it. And you brothers twisted that thing, and now it's saying that the brother went backwards and is following Selassie. Now check this out, right? And I don't like the brother either because he be coming against me. But check this out, right? When Avenger takes little snippets of you guys' videos, you guys cry and say he's twisting your words. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, GMS. When he makes videos about y'all, he takes little snippets and makes videos and does a whole lesson around a little snippet. What do you guys do when he does that? You guys cry and say that that's evil and that's wicked, and you're going to turn around and do the same thing. That was evil what y'all did. You know damn well that that brother was not saying that he was calling on the name of Selassie. He was not mixing the name of Selassie. He was speaking in a whole sentence, a whole paragraph, letting you know what he used to do before he came into the truth and then what he found out later. That's what was going on. And it's clear because people in the comments, they see that. It's clear. It's clear. Let's get some scriptures on. I just put in a general thing about slander. Psalms 101 verse 5. Whoso privily slandereth his neighbor, him will I cut off. Him that hath a high look and proud heart will I not suffer. And that's a lot of you brothers, man. A lot of you brothers in GMS. It's a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all. You're not right. You're not right. You speak evil of brothers, and sometimes a lot of you brothers that speak evil of brothers really don't have the facts outside of what somebody else said. Just so we're clear. Okay? Proverbs 10 verse 18. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool. But someone to utter a slander, that makes you, that's not what I said, that's what the Bible says. If you utter a slander, that's the act of a fool. How you gonna say a man's calling on the name of Selassie when clearly he had said a whole paragraph? What is the context that he said it in? Come on, man, stop playing. Then you saying the brother just popped up. How do y'all know that? What if I told you he's been around for years? He just ain't been on the camera. What if I told you that he's been coming to high holy days and at camp? Yes, at camp teaching. Y'all didn't know that because you didn't see the videos. Why don't you see the videos? Because I have tons of YouTube pages. I'm going to tell y'all straight. I'm going to tell you straight up. I have YouTube pages that I keep that I don't promote on social media. Y'all don't even know I have them because they're only for the new people that we meet in the streets. Why? Because if I allow some of you other camps to come on the comment board, all you're doing is coming to cause division and strife when the new people don't know nothing about being an Israelite and they just want to learn. And that brother is on videos teaching at camp. As a matter of fact, watch this real quick. Come back to YouTube. And this is fairly recently, but he's been around for years teaching. That's why I said in the video, I said, if I make a mistake when I'm saying a prayer, he's always waiting for me. He's always waiting for me. I said that clearly in the video. Why? Because that, I'm sorry, 1 second. Clearly because he's at the high holy days. He did not just pop back up. That's slander too. That's slander as well. But I guess you guys don't care about none of that stuff. You don't care about none of that stuff. I'm trying to see without playing the videos, if there's any of the videos here where he's actually in the screenshots. I'm trying to see, maybe not. I don't want to go to that other page. But yeah, I don't want to go to that other page. But anyway, yeah, the brother's out here. The brother's out there. He's been out there. So, you know, that's slander, man. Matter of fact, no, I think it's the other page. Let me see something. Maybe it's over here. I'll try one more page. I know one of the pages I saw him in one of the screenshots. It really just, YouTube will just take a screenshot of your video at a certain point. I don't really feel like playing no videos. This video is long enough. Like right here. Who's that right there? Who's that right there at camp teaching? Who's that? He did not just pop back up. He's been around for years teaching. Just recently, he started going into on the camera. Just recently. But he's been around. That's slander, bro. That's slander. That's slander. And you know what? You brothers are too proud to come back and say, you know what? We didn't know he was around teaching. We didn't know that. We shouldn't have said that. We should have checked. You're too proud to do that. You know what you're going to do? You're going to make a response video. You're going to skip over the portion where the brother said that, threatened, got carnal. You're going to skip over that. You're going to skip over all the times where you said that we was teaching Cornelius was an Edomite, and that was a lie. You're going to skip over all the years where you said we wasn't going to camp. That's clearly a lie. No other camp says that but y'all. Everybody knows better. And you're going to skip over the fact that y'all said he ain't been around for years. And he has been around. And you're going to skip over the fact that he said a whole paragraph, and you guys isolated a couple of words and didn't break down everything he said before and after and give the context of it. You're going to skip over all of that because that's evil. But that's the Most High. The Most High is going to judge you for that. Straight up and down. The Most High is going to judge you for that. He's going to judge you for that. All right? So with that being said, man, I don't have to ramble on all day. That's what it is. Like I said, man, you brothers can make 1,000. Matter of fact, make 5,000 videos responding to what I said. May the Most High judge between me and y'all. For the slander, listen good to what I'm saying. I'm going to end it right here. For the slander that you guys have said about me over and over and over again without checking first, may the Most High judge between me and you for lying on me. Shalom.